Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded or even filmed anything. I want to say a year, at least. No, I want to say almost a year. I'll give myself a little bit of room there. But I'm back. I'm going to try to upload at least, I want to do a couple times a week. That's my goal right now. It take me like a little bit to just get back into the swing of things, to start uploading more, getting back on YouTube. So for my first video back, I decided that I would just do something simple and easy. So I just did like my everyday makeup routine. Super quick, easy. That's what I like. Just bing bang. That's probably not the right term to use. But during the week, like when I'm getting ready for work and stuff, I don't want to take a lot of time to get ready. I will take the extra sleep over getting up and looking all glam. Not that there's anything wrong with that if you want to do that, but I know for myself I could use the extra sleep so I'm not grumpy. So this is just like my quick, I'm not going to say it takes 10 minutes because it probably doesn't. Maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. This video is probably a lot longer because I was just like yammering on the whole time. But yeah, I will stop talking now. And if you'd like to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Let's see, I already have my brows on. I don't normally do them first. I always do them almost at the end of my routine, I would say. The only reason I did them first was because I ran out of my brow pencil, so I had to use one of those like pomades, which I'm not used to. I usually always use a pencil. Just in case I made any mistakes, because I wouldn't want to have a full face of makeup on and then try to do my brows and then make a mistake and have to wipe it off. So I just thought it was safest to do them first. Kind of look weird to me because it's not how I'm used to seeing them, but I don't think they're too bad. But what I did use for them is Milani Stay Put Brow Color, just like this. And I used the shade Dark Brown. Like always, I'm going to go in with my primer. So I'm just going to use the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. My hair's always in my way. I really like this primer. It smells like coconut, so you can't go wrong there. But I have really dry skin, so anything that is moisturizing I will take. My face gets so red, I look like a tomato. Okay, so now that our face is primed, ooh, and it's like a little glowy, with foundation, I'm going to mix two, which is what I've been doing lately. You know, it is summer, it's very humid outside. I normally like dewier foundation because my skin is so dry. I find that in the summer it's hard to find a balance because you're also sweaty. Everyone sweats. It happens. Don't want a foundation that's too moisturizing or too dewy because I don't want to look like a greasy chicken or anything. So both of these are drugstore foundations. Match Lumi by L'Oreal. I'm in the shade Soft Ivory, Classic Ivory for this. And then I've been mixing it with the Maybelline Fit Me, the Dewy to Smooth. And I'm also in the shade Classic Ivory. Be careful with this one though because it does oxidize, so it will get darker. I don't know if I could go down a shade because I think it would be too light for me, but this one oxidizes a little too dark on me. So when I mix it with this one, it kind of lightens this one up a little bit for me, so then I can wear it and I don't look like I have that like dreaded makeup line where it's like you're wearing a mask. Also been mixing in with it just a little bit of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, just like the liquid one. This one's in the shade Moonstone. I just do like 2 pumps of this. I love this foundation, but the only thing I hate about it is it doesn't have a pump. It's super annoying and I accidentally always pour way too much, like I just did. See, and they're both labeled as like the same shade, but you can obviously see the color difference. Like this one's the Lumi and that one's the Maybelline Fit Me. I'd say like quite a bit darker. That looks crazy right now. I feel like I've kind of moved away from using the beauty blender. I still have it and I still like it, but I found a foundation brush that I really like, and it just cuts like the time in half of me applying it. And this one is the Pro Buffing brush. It's just a Sephora brush. I'm just gonna buff it in. I look so red. Don't forget to drag it down your neck. Like, how crazy do I look right now? It's always super hard, like, going around when you already have your eyebrows on. I've been struggling so much lately with watery eyes because of my damn allergies. So honestly, the past couple weeks, I've barely worn any makeup because it just... I put it on, then my eyes start to water, and then I'm constantly, like, wiping away the tears, and it just screws everything up. So I was like, screw it. It's not even worth the time to put it on when I'm just wiping it right back off. And when it comes to my foundation, I don't like anything that's really, like, heavy, or like, I'm just like eating this foundation. Gross. Super heavy or super full coverage. Normally my skin's pretty good, so I don't feel like I really have that much that I need to cover, or that I feel like I need to cover. I don't mind if like my freckles are still peeking through, or if I have like a tiny breakout, whatever. My skin's pretty good right now. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. Like, I'm gonna say like a light to medium coverage. I'd never really done anything like full coverage. I feel like a lot of full coverage foundations are for oily skin, and I definitely do not have oily skin. I'm at like the complete opposite, like super dry, where I get like dry patches sometimes. Like, I think I have one right here right now, but whatever. So next I'm going to do concealer. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. So this is, I would say, like a full coverage concealer. I only use a little bit. I do really like it, but it can get like very heavy, so I only use like a little bit when I'm putting it under my eyes. I'm in the shade Fair, of course. Take this Real Techniques, this buffing brush, buff it in. I hate this pony on here, it's really irritating me. See, I feel like I barely put any, and a little goes a long way. I can already feel my eyes are starting to water. Then I'm going to take the Airspun Loose Face Powder. Mine is the Translucent Extra coverage. Careful with this because you take the lid off and it literally just like shoots everywhere. You can dab it in. This is dangerous for someone who likes to wear a lot of like black like myself. I'm just gonna dab it just where I put the concealer. I feel like I have to sneeze. To pat a little bit extra on the sides of my nose and like on the tip of my nose, because that's where my foundation always seems to rub right off. I feel like no matter what I do, nothing really helps, but I tell myself that this helps me, so I just do it anyway. I don't usually do anything like too crazy for like my everyday makeup, because it's just me going to work and like doing like normal things, so I just stick to like the basics. I'm going to use the Estee Edit, the Barest bronzer, and mine's in the shade Light Medium. It just looks like this gigantic one. What is it? This big powder brush. I'm just gonna go around like the perimeter of my face. I usually use the, what's it called? It's a bronzer from Bare Minerals. I totally forget what it's called. We've added a little bit of dimension to the face. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring next. So I'm just going to contour like my cheekbones a little bit, and for that I like to use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Mine's in the shade Light. Are we shocked? Just taking this angled brush here, and I still do the suck in my cheeks, and I like a nose contour. I'm not very good at it, but I find that when I use just like this, a big brush, it kind of just gives me like a little bit of one, which I like, because when I seem to use a small brush, I get a little carried away and then I just look crazy. I like to just, making a lot of racket over here. Once I do that, I just like to go back in with that powder brush and just buff it in a little bit just so it looks more natural, because I don't want it to be just like a streak up the side of my cheek. I just want to like blend if there's any like harsh lines. This eyebrow here is really bothering me. This one doesn't look too bad, but this one, it always has like a mind of its own. Next, I'm going to do highlight. I love this Smashbox Spotlight palette. Mine's in the shade Pearl. I feel like I use it every single day religiously, and as you can tell, I really like the middle shade. I just like to mix all of them. Why not, right? To top of my cheekbone. I like to drag it a little bit above my eyebrow. I go down the bridge of my nose, top of my cupid's bow. And like I said before, I don't like to do anything like over the top for like every day, even though I seem over the top. But I'll just, if I want to put on some like eyeshadow, I'll just take that bronzer and I kind of just pop it into my crease just to give my eye like a little bit of something going on, so it's not so like boring, because I don't want it to be boring. Okay, so our last step, well, not our last, we still have to do lips too, but for the face, I'm just going to throw on some mascara. I really like the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I get the shade Blackest Black. I don't think I've ever not gotten a black mascara here. So I'm just going to coat my top lashes, and lately I've been into putting it on the bottom lashes too. I mean, as you can see, my eyes are like super full with water right now, so we'll see how this goes, because this is not waterproof. It honestly is amazing how big of a difference just putting on mascara makes. It makes your eyes look so much more open and wide. I don't know if I should attempt the bottom ones or not. I'll do it anyway. Okay, so last we're just going to do lips. Now all my lipsticks basically are the same color, is the conclusion I've come to, because I just recently did like a huge clean out. But I usually just now, I feel like I wear like a mauve or like a nude or like a subtle pink, not anything like too crazy. This color right here is the one I've been wearing like all the time when I just want a little bit of color on my lips and nothing that's too noticeable, or not something that I feel like I have to touch up all the time, because I hate doing that and I don't want to because I'm lazy. This one is called Warm Me Up. It's from Maybelline. It's a nude. It just looks like this. I just love it because it's like, it's kind of like a your lip color but better. And I like it because it's like nice and subtle, but it's still like kind of like pulls everything together. Why am I talking with my hands like this? I dig it. And also, it's very moisturizing. It doesn't feel like drying or like, and it's not like sticky. So this is the finished look. This is just my everyday, super simple. It doesn't take very long. Well, it took long because I was just like flapping my gums the whole time. This is what I typically do just to like give me that little boost, because I don't mind not wearing makeup. I go a lot of days during the week not wearing makeup, especially now because it's summer and it's so damn hot, and like you just, sometimes you don't want that extra layer on your face, but when you do, when I do, this is like the type of look that I like to go for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It feels weird to be back. Look at this hair. It feels good. I feel like I have to like work up my comfort in front of the camera again, which is weird. Well, it's weird just like sitting here talking to myself. Like I kind of feel a little bit crazy, but it feels nice to be back, and I hope I can upload a lot more for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and click that button down there, and you can subscribe to see more of my videos. And I will be posting more videos, I promise. I won't leave for a year again. We'll see you guys in my next video. That was weird. Why am I so awkward?